Whoa! Resistance X-Wings? What are they doing here?
No idea, but it probably means trouble.
Yeager, you don't mind if we park here, do you?
For you, Vanessa, I think we can make some room.
Wait, that's Vanessa Doza?
Mom! You made it!
Hi, wingmate. It's been too long.
Way too long.
I'm glad you arrived safely.
Was there any doubt in
Join me. Together, we can rule the galaxy far and sun.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Hello there, Space Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and Rebel Princesses. This is Todd Hoffman and Trent Hoffman, and you're listening to Big T and Little T, a Star Wars podcast. Welcome to episode 95. Today, we're going to be talking about Star Wars Resistance Season 2, Rebuilding the Resistance. We are winding down with this review of Star Wars Resistance. And so we'll be talking about that very shortly. Unfortunately, my little buddy Trent couldn't join me. He is here in Jedi spirit and wishes everyone very well. So I think I talked about it last week. Got some Legos, went to the Lego store. And so this past weekend, built the Boba Fett throne room set. I had to get it. I already had, I have the Jabba's Palace and Rancor Pit from a couple years ago. And I just love Jabba's Palace and the set and all that fun stuff. So this one has the throne room set in kind of the Mandalorian, obviously Boba Fett series. And you get 7 minifigs, which makes it very attractive to me. I am a sucker for minifigs. And so we get like a Quarian kind of muscle guy, you got a Gamorrean guard, you got a Theline dancer, Bib Fortuna, Fennec, Boba Fett, and I believe there is one more. It might be, I think it's a Weequay. So I get all that and had a little fun. Did a little stop motion action to kind of show the build a little bit. So check our social for that. And I plan on posting the full video on YouTube. I just thought it'd be cool to kind of try to do a static camera and do a little bit by bit, as Trent likes to call it. And it was a lot of fun doing that and just being creative with that. And so enjoyed doing that over the weekend. We had fun. Now the kids and I are having fun playing with it. It has like the action features are, it has like little flip like stairs so you can like eject the guy, and then it also has an ejector kind of seat mechanism for the throne room, so you can kick Bib out, put Boba Fett on there, and there you go. So yeah, that's a really cool set. Like I said, check the socials and we got it up there. We celebrated my sister-in-law, and we got to celebrate her birthday over the weekend. And so we got the family together, and Trent and Ellie got to fish. We got to fish a little bit. No bites though. It was not cool. So we were by my mother-in-law's house, and they have like a nice little pond. So we got to do that, do a little RC car action, which was fun. So it was a good family weekend. And I know you can't tell from where I'm filming, but I usually film in the basement, and I spent so much time in the basement on Saturday because it was raining. But trying to reclaim the basement, it's been a struggle, but we're gonna do it. It's okay. These are not first world problems here, but just a lot of trying to purge and trying to organize, and yeah. So been doing that a little bit. So that's keeping us occupied. And I don't know if you guys heard this rumor. This is a hot rumor going around. Saw it this week on the socials that somebody in Mandalorian, another bounty hunter, is showing up in season 3. And it's only 4 letters. We like 4-letter words, I think. Sometimes it's 4-lam. So that would be pretty dope. So technically, we didn't get our IG-88, but we got a close one, IG-11, and it was cool seeing IG-11 actually do stuff than just turn their head as IG-88 did. Obviously, we have not seen Forlom in any kind of action. He just sits there and looks cool. So that would be a nice treat. I mean, honestly, thought, you know, one of the thoughts was in Boba Fett we would see all of the bounty hunters, but we didn't get that. But that's okay. I think this would be cool to see another bounty hunter. So there you go. That would be a cool rumor. So we'll just have to wait and see. And again, I don't know yet if they made it official that it's going to be debuting in this year. I'm pretty much guessing that most of our information will come from Celebration, which is 60-something days away. So that is pretty cool. Unfortunately, Trent and I are not going, just logistics and all that kind of stuff and the vax situation, everything like that. It's definitely a no-go, but we're looking to get into some cons this week, this year. Hopefully we can get into some, and we're looking for, there's a big Joliet Library event that's coming up by our area that should be really cool, and the 501st are going to be there, which means I'm going to be there, so it's going to be cool. Moon Knight is coming. Oh my gosh, Moon Knight is right around the corner. They just debuted. They had a red carpet event, I think, this week, and so Moon Knight is going to debut next week on Disney Plus. So should be interested to see Poe Dameron as Moon Knight. I mean, Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight. So that should be fun. But super excited for it. They're kind of tagging it as like the first superhero has mental issues or whatever. But hello. We had Thor having some postpartum depression, and obviously everything that went on with Scarlet Witch is also had some things that were dealt with from a mental health perspective, and even I would say Falcon and Winter Soldier had some of that there, which it was a nice change of pace. So I think Moon Knight is not the first, but I've seen a couple headlines like that. But anyways, should be fun. So let's move on to our main topic. Again, the story of season 2 is that the Colossus is on the run. But what's interesting here with the title "Rebuilding the Resistance," let me see what the official title or the official little plot summary here. Okay. Vanessa Doza Fighter Squadron and the Aces launch a dangerous mission to rescue Resistance recruits to safety. So, a couple deep cuts here. We have Doza's wife, Vanessa. Vanessa, I don't know. Again, I am horrible with Star Wars names. They just don't work for me. But we get them landing on the Colossus. Looks like Captain Doza is having to change of heart and saying, hey, we're going to help out the Resistance now. And so he's housing these pilots, and really cool. We got a little Elijah Wood as one of the voice actors, and Sam Witwer is also making an appearance here. Love those two guys. It was cool seeing or listening to them through this episode. So we have that, which is cool, like that, and really North and North is there as well. There's not many ships left, so they need the Aces helps. Yes, they need the help from the Aces. And so it is who do they have? They have Kaz, they have North. I'm trying to think who else is going to sign up for this. Tora, and I'm trying to think who else. Oh, Hype, of course. Hype Phazon is also invited. So we got a couple old school ships, which is cool. And Kaz makes a comment like, hey, really like the nostalgia, but part of the ship falls apart, and so they have to get it back to space worthiness, I guess. He mentions carbon scoring, which I love. That's obviously a nod. A lot of carbon scoring. That is something that we see with R2-D2 and Luke all the way back from A New Hope. We also, Peli mentions this to Mando and Mandalorian, so it's a nice little touch, and now it's here. It's in Resistance, or it was in Resistance, and now Mandalorian, because we're watching it out of order. But that's okay. It's all good. Carbon soaring is awesome. I love that. I love that little thing that they mentioned there. So we have a mission at Datooine. Now, here's another deep cut little trivia for you. Datooine is it is the planet that Princess Leia gives Moff Tarkin as a rebel base. Is soon found out that once the Imperials investigate, it was an old rebellion base, but no one's there. And so Tarkin makes a move and says, hey, we're going to go to Alderaan. And you know the rest. But Datooine is the first mention of Datooine is all the way back in New Hope. So a New Hope nod here in Resistance, which is cool. So really, it's basically, we got a little Imperial First Order blockade. Can we get in there, grab 3 shuttles, and try to build the Resistance up? We got some Resistant support. You're like, great, fantastic, awesome. So as they get closer to Tatooine, they run into some TIE fighters, and no big deal. Run through them, boom, boom, boom. They get the shuttles. The shuttles are there. They basically have the shuttles come out, and these are kind of cool shuttles. A little different design than we're used to seeing. Love the design of these kind of 3 shuttles. A little bit bigger than that one. I call it the Star Tours shuttle. It's a little bit bigger that we've been seeing, but this is just like a new design, which is cool. Then we have obviously in the First Order kind of thing, we have Tierney talking to Tam and just saying, hey, this is what we're going to do. It looks like we've had some activity on Datooine. Let's get over there. Tam makes a comment but those are unarmed shuttles. And there's that kind of, I forget, she's kind of a husky kind of woman, the squad leader. I don't know what her rank is. Rivera or Rivora. Again, names hard. She basically says, keep your eyes on what you need to do, and shut your mouth and do all that kind of stuff. And so she kind of like, okay, there we go. So the next little bit is Tyranian calls Tam into her office. He shows her the comlink and really just says, hey, I didn't think it was going to take this long, or I thought you were going to basically go back to the Resistance, but I'm so proud of you, not using the comlink or something. Essentially, is that what happens there? All right, it's time to launch. The Jade Squadron rendezvous with the shuttle. They get out of there. Boom, boom, boom. Very good. And then, obviously, more TIEs show up. Tam does get... basically, Tam kind of struggles again with Kaz. Has a shootout, but there's Jace. Jace is there and trying to destroy the shuttles. Actually, so I think it's Lieutenant Gaelic. I'm trying to think who gives the order. Anyways, they give the order to shoot down the shuttle. They actually shoot one down. Kaz is one of the last ones to leave, and he sees the senseless destruction of the First Order, and kind of understands the sacrifice that happens, that there was innocent people on there. Tam also kind of realizes that, and yeah, it's like Tam's kind of, her systems are kind of down, but she makes it kind of back, which is good. But then it's so funny. She gets back to the ship, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Hey, you've been promoted to." I don't know what she's promoted to. I don't know what I totally forget. I forget because she was squad commander or something like that. But yeah, it's one of those things where she kind of reports and it's like, hey, don't be sad. And I think Tam is obviously sad about the resistance pilots, but she's not, she's squadron leader now. So again, lots of ties. TIE fighter pilots are dying, but she stays alive. And then Rucklin is kind of grumbling because he's like, dude, I was the one that did the kill shot for the shuttle. So there you have it. And then really they come back to the Colossus, and Doza basically says, hey, I'm not fighting anymore. We're joining the resistance. And Venetia basically says, hey, man, these things happen. This is part of war, and really kind of send the tone like things are kind of rough, and we just got to kind of go with the punches, and there's still people that are saved, and they want to fight to resistance. So that is how, she basically says, hey, let's welcome the new recruits, and that's how that episode ends. It's pretty cool. Again, not terribly, we're slowly advancing, but I think it's kind of cool that now as we wrap this up, as we get closer to the end here, that they're finally like making a stand. Yes, the Colossus can't keep on running. Doza realizes that, and we need to make a stand and help the resistance out, which is kind of a cool thing. So there you have it. That is building the resistance. So we have this other new part that we're doing here. What is happening when? And it's basically happening. What is happening in 1995? Oh my goodness. All you need to know in 1995 it is my favorite Star Wars game. It is Star Wars Dark Forces. On the middle of February, is released on PC platform. I believe the next year, 96, I think it's released to the PlayStation. But, I mean, let's just bring it back here, all right? So, 1995, in 93, Doom comes out, and Doom is kind of like your big first-person shooter that really kind of made waves. And here is Lucas's Arts kind of Doom clone. It uses a lot of the things that Doom did, but one of the cool things that LucasArts does is that it actually has 2 levels, which is unique for this time. I mean, it sounds so crazy, but yes, you can go to the second floor of these maps, which was cool. And then it had secondary fire on weapons, which was also kind of a unique feature of all the guns had a secondary fire, which was cool. It ran on the Jedi game engine. It was a unique engine built from the ground up, but it definitely took some, I wouldn't say creative liberties, but I mean, it's very much like Doom, but it had a very bigger scale, It sold a bazillion thing. I think it was sold about 1 million copies. And it had a bunch of different sequels. It was a predecessor for, like in Star Wars, you build off the ground, you borrow stuff from old and build something new, and that's pretty much what Dark Forces is. But you get, Dark Forces 2, Jedi Knight in 97, Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast in 2002, and then Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy in 2003. So actually, it's pretty cool. It continues the story of Kyle Katarn, and it's interesting because one of the things that you get is Kyle steals the Death Star plan. So this is the first time before Rogue One, before it was cool. But I think one of the things that is obviously that is new in Star Wars is that we got the Dark Troopers. Now the Dark Troopers were first shown here in Dark Forces. So if you told me in 1995 that in 2019 that Dark Troopers would be relevant in live action, I would say you are crazy. They don't quite look the same in from the video game to what we see in The Mandalorian, but it's pretty cool. One of the things that happens throughout this game, yes, spoiler, I know. There's like 3 different versions of the Dark Trooper, but that is essentially what you're trying to unravel is like what is going on with the secret project. And yeah, it is fun. It's a fun game. I remember playing this game so much, and I just loved, obviously, being a playing Doom and all that kind of stuff. But this one just takes the cake. It's awesome. It's fantastic. Yeah, it's just a fun game. So that's all you need to know about 1995. There's other things that come out. Let me see if there's anything else that comes out. I'm trying to think. A lot of, at this time too, Dark Empire 2 from Dark Horse is coming out. So continuation of Dark Empire, where Luke turns and stuff like that. You have Dark Empire 2 that's coming out in Dark Forces. Children of the Jedi is a book that's published then in May. That's a pretty decent book. The Young Jedi Knight series starts here, which is interesting. There's a lot of different books for that. Tales from Mos Eisley is a fun book. One of the things that's cool about this book is that it takes different characters and it's different bit characters. If you ever read the 4 Years of Star Wars or the Empire one, where they have all those kind of interconnected stories, this is the predecessor, the original, and they have like different stories told from different kind of perspectives, and it's fun. I that's a great book. It definitely a fun book if you want to read that. Trying to think of anything else that came out then. Looking through stuff. That's all. Oh, Star Wars Rebel Assault 2, The Hidden Empire came out too in this time frame. This one of the interesting things about like the lots of new video, which was unique about that time, but it's a Rails game, not terribly complex, but what I mean by Rails game is like you couldn't really get outside the box too much, where you're kind of just like either flying ship or speeder or something like that. But there's a lot of new movie stuff in there, which was cool that we haven't seen before. So I believe that's the one where it's like I want to say that's the TIE Defender thing. That's the cloak thing or something. Hold on, let's do a Wikipedia search here right now. Let's see what's up here. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, toward this end, the forces have scored the galaxy for a new weapon. A weapon Vader hopes catches the Alliance off guard and gives the Empire undisputed rule of the galaxy. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure this is the TIE Defender. TIE Phantom? Yes. It is a stealth version of a TIE fighter called the V-38 Phantom. That is it. As a cloaking device, invented by Grand Admiral Sarn. That is cool. Yes, I remember this. This is like a cool little Phantom thing. Yeah. Rebel Assault 2. Yeah, man. That was a good one too. Two good video games in 1995. So there you have it. Cool stuff. Love that. Way back in the way, in the dark times, this was stuff that us nerds like really just devoured. I just can't tell you how influential Star Wars Dark Forces was. And again, we got Dark Troopers out of it in 2019. So there you go. So thanks again, Space Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and Rebel Princesses for listening to another episode of Big T and Little T, a Star Wars podcast. Hey, you can find us on socials, Big T, Little T Podcast on Instagram, BLILT Podcast on Twitter, and then twitch.tv, Big T, Little T. We are, hopefully, spring break is around the corner. We're going to get some streams out. And we're counting down the days for Lego Star Wars, so I can't wait to stream that more. But the computer's back. We got to get back into streaming, so hopefully that will happen soon. Hey, we got stickers. We got swag to give away. Drop us an email, bigtlittlepodcast@gmail.com. Throw us a 5-star rating on iTunes. Give us a screenshot, all that kind of stuff. We'll read that in an upcoming episode. Or drop us a question on the email, and we will read it on an upcoming episode. And we'd love to answer any Star Wars questions. Were you born in 1995? Do you remember playing Dark Forces? Give us a scoop, man. What's your thoughts on that or anything else? Drop us again, bigtlittlepodcast@gmail.com. Hey, if you can't remember all that, just remember this. bio.link/Big T Little T will give you all the hard links, the sausage links, the hot links, all the kind of links there at bio.link/Big T Little T. So there you have it. Okay, next week we're going to wrap this up. I think there's 2 episodes, and I believe when they aired those together. So I'm pretty sure that's what we're doing next week to get that kind of wrapped up, and we will be done with Star Wars Resistance. Crazy. But that's the beauty part about Disney Plus. Get to watch these shows that we didn't get to watch back in the day with Disney XD or whatever it was on. So yeah, we're super excited to wrap this up. So now remember, truly wonderful the mind of the child is, and may the Force be with you always. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. We'll see you later. Keep it nerdy and all that fun stuff. Bye. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2.